Well, my name's Richard Lozano. I'm Head of Employment here at Taylor Bracewell. A settlement agreement is a contract, in effect, between the employee and the employer. It arises in situations very often where things might not have worked out in the employment relationship, or there might be a redundancy situation. What the employer will do is, in effect, make an offer. It'll be on a without prejudice basis, so it'll be kept confidential. It won't be disclosable if there were to be claims in future, which would only happen if the agreement didn't go through. And then you would obtain independent legal advice. The employer would cover the fee ordinarily of that advice, just so that the advisor can go through the terms and conditions of the agreement. However, as part of that process, a good advisor will give you guidance as to whether the offer or not is a reasonable one. It's not uncommon sometimes for an employer to offer literally what you're entitled to under your contract of employment. For example, your notice period, payment up to termination of your employment, that kind of thing. There's got to be an incentive on the part of the employee to enter into the agreement, because you're signing away your legal rights. You're going to have to keep the agreement terms confidential. You're going to have to agree not to say bad things about your former employer in all likelihood. There might be other things as well that you'll have to do as a consequence, so there's got to be something there by way of a financial incentive. How big an incentive that needs to be is dependent on whether you are giving up potential claims that have value. If you don't really have good claims, then an offer of 3 or 4 months' wages on top of what you're already entitled to under your contract is probably a decent offer. That's as much as you could say as a general rule when looking at settlement agreements, but you should always seek advice about them because every situation is unique. There are a number of different factors to take into account, and there's always scope potentially for negotiating and getting a better offer if you get good advice in the beginning, particularly if the employer's got something that they're concerned about. Their opening offer might just be that. They might be willing to offer more money potentially if it's something that's in their interest to do that. For example, they want to resolve the issue, they don't want to spend any more management time on it. They might be willing to offer more than they offer initially, but that's down to making sure the employee's had good legal advice and is willing to try and negotiate, and the employer's willing to negotiate as well.